Today, Kevin and I are going to be comparing 4 brands of shredded wheat cereals. We have the Aldi, the Walmart, great value.
This is the Kellogg's, and then we have the Publix brand.
So we're going to be trying them from least expensive to most expensive. And it's interesting, the most expensive is a small box. So you want me to go ahead and give prices?
Good.
Okay, so the cheapest box was the Aldi, and it was only $2.09, $2.09. And this is a 18-ounce, 510-gram box. That is unheard of for cereal to be that cheap these days. I'm really shocked that it's so cheap. And then the next price was Walmart. It was $2.82 for the great value, $2.82. And it is 24 ounces or 680 grams. The next one was Kellogg's. It was $3.98 at Walmart. Walmart's a cheap store, and it was $3.98.
16 ounces, 453 grams.
And then the most expensive was the Publix brand, and it was $3.99, $4.
It's 18 ounces or 510 grams, so it is a little heavier than the Kellogg's.
But it's not as much as the Aldi. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Aldi, you're getting, well, you get 5.10. It's the same size. So you're paying $2 for the Aldi and $4 for the Publix. You're literally doubling the price by going to Publix. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. This was a recommendation from a viewer that we do this. Well, they said if you ever do that with shredded wheat, you have to try the Aldi version because that's my favorite cereal. So. You want to put them over there, or do you want to put them over here? I have bowls over here. Okay.
When you big boxes, it's hard to have a place to put them.
Yes. Okay, so this is the Millville.
Aldi.
Yeah, Millville is the brand. Aldi brand, yes. And I read, I don't know how true it is, but I read that Millville is made by Malt-O-Meal. That's what I read. That it's, if you Google it, they say that Millville is Malt-O-Meal brand, that it's Post brand, that it comes out of the same factory. So this is frosted, shredded, bite-sized wheat, sweetened whole grain cereal. This is the original. It's just 21 biscuits, 60 grams is 210 calories.
I'm gonna put it back in.
Yeah.
So we won't get it mixed up.
You have to make a little bit of noise to get it back in there. Okay, here we go.
This is not a cereal you normally eat by itself.
They're frosted on one side and they're unfrosted on the other.
I'll say that to everyone. This is not a cereal that I would normally eat dry. Some people might.
As a kid, when you want something sweet and you're out of milk, you will eat that dry. Because,
it's not bad texture.
Because it is very sweet.
Yeah, it's very sweet, good crunch. It's nice.
I like it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
No.
And I can't imagine what the differences are going to be. Because that is perfect to me. And it was only $2 for that box. I can't get over how cheap that was.
Nice size.
Yeah, perfect. Was that the only one they had, or did they have other flavors?
It seems like they had one other flavor.
I think they had 2 other flavors.
Maybe, I can't remember.
It seems like they had
blueberry?
I think they had strawberry and blueberry. I think they had 2 other, because we looked at them and I said to you, oh, wonder which one is the person's favorite. It must be the original because they didn't say strawberry or blueberry, so we stuck with the original.
We know every brand has an original.
Right, exactly. But I'm pretty sure Aldi had strawberry and blueberry as well.
It's funny, these are minis. Like just bite size. This is smaller than what we used to get as a kid. This is 2 stuck together.
Yeah,
that's even smaller.
Ours used to be long as a kid. Like as long as my middle finger. I won't hold my middle finger.
And fat.
Yeah.
They're a big. That's really good.
I'm so impressed with that because it has a very, very generous coating of sugar on top.
It does. It's
And
really
to me, that's really important because I like sweet stuff. But you actually get a crispy, crusty sugar top, and it's so delicious.
Has a good shredded wheat flavor and texture. That's nice. It's good cereal.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Like I said, I can't imagine what the difference is.
Now, okay, so now we're going to move on to the Great Value Walmart. Now, let me see what the Aldi had on the back of the box real quick. Aldi has nothing but words.
Talking about what it's like.
I do like it. Walmart is giving you a puzzle. Love that. Yeah, they're giving you a crossword puzzle, which I think is absolutely terrific.
It's a big bag.
Yeah. This says about 11 servings. The Aldi only has 9 servings. 60 grams, 21 biscuits is 210 calories. So it's the exact same calories. Whether you're buying Aldi or Walmart, it's the same calories.
They don't look as well coated. Like that sugar coating, it doesn't seem to be as thick. Like I can see the shredded wheat through there, whereas the other ones were pretty solid. That's a different flavor.
It's completely different.
It's not as sweet either. Well, you were wanting to know if there could be a difference. There's 100% a difference.
Yeah, there's a difference.
These you really want to soften up a little bit. I looked at that. I said, why did they put a bowl of pine cones on the front? They're like blackberries or something. The Great Value aren't good, are they?
When you taste one right after the other, they taste more similar than they did.
Give it a little break.
Because we had tried it with milk. When you try a dry one and another dry one, they're more similar. Because they did taste, I thought they tasted completely different too.
They're still completely different.
Not as sweet.
No, sweet, and the wheat flavor is different. I don't like the Walmart as much.
It is it tastes. It doesn't taste as natural as the Aldi.
Yeah, it tastes more like they've toasted it more. Like it's got a little bit more of a toasty flavor. I don't know. It's just not as good to me.
It doesn't taste as natural, but then again, it's plainer.
Because it's not sweet.
Yeah, it's just not as sweet.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't choose the Walmart over the Aldi because I want sweet, and it's not as sweet.
No, I just don't think it tastes as good at all.
Okay. Now we have a Minecraft themed Kellogg's Frosted Mini Wheats. These were one of the more expensive ones. 25 biscuits or 210 calories, 60 grams. What's on the back? Free Minecraft character item. You have to buy the cereal, and then you have to scan the code, and then you get one of these characters. This on the back of the box. On the back of the box, I don't see that there's anything you can do.
There's nothing you do. It's just telling you to go get the thing.
Yeah, there's nothing to do on the back at all.
And if you have your phone, you can just scan that code without buying it.
Oh.
It's right there.
Yeah, but you have to, don't you have to mail in a receipt?
I doubt it.
Used to, you had to.
Go to the website.
So what makes them think that these days with people having their cell phone.
But you have to upload the receipt.
Yeah, I knew there had to.
You have to upload a
something.
picture of the receipt.
Because what would make them think that you wouldn't go down through there, scan? Yeah, I knew they'd want the receipt somehow. No, they're telling you have to buy a box.
That doesn't taste good either.
It used to be no purchase necessary for stuff.
Well, they enter a contest, they have to. That tastes like it has a touch of like cinnamon or something. It doesn't. Well, who knows?
No, this reminds me of the Walmart.
Yeah, it's very similar.
Oh, I better add some milk.
It's maybe a touch sweeter, but not a lot.
The flavor of that straight out of the box reminds me of the Walmart. Okay.
It's still not as good as the old brand. I just don't think they've got the sweetness on it. The Aldi literally had like a thick coating of sugar. You can see this just doesn't have as much.
No. So, this is made by Kellogg's. Millville, if rumors are true, is made by Post, Baltimore. So, which I didn't know that until we had already bought all these. Or I would have looked for the Baltimore version. But we don't need a big pillow size cereal.
They go shredded wheat. I mean, none of them have been bad, but the best one is probably the Aldi one just because it's the sweetest. It's got that thick layer of sugar on it.
The Kellogg's, I think, is the same as the Great Value.
Yeah, it sure seems like it.
I think it's the same. It's the same flavor. Okay, the Publix, the most expensive one. It's the same calories.
What's funny is when we'll look at these, their box design on the top is the exact same as one of these.
The Aldi.
The Aldi one.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
But I know that Publix and Aldi are two completely different stores. Yes.
Yeah, it's like they ordered from the same company.
As a matter of fact, Publix is really, really well known in Florida. And guess who went and took over all the Winn-Dixie stores in Florida? Aldi. So Aldi has moved in, whether they like it or not. All right.
Now some of these look pretty well cut.
Yeah.
And some of them don't. It just depends on which one you get. As a kid too, I had to make sure they were all pointed sugar up before I put milk in them. I was one of those kids.
I don't know why that doesn't surprise me.
But see, like right now, see your milk's not touching it, so it's not dissolving it.
Do you want the milk to cover it?
No, that's the point.
Oh, you want it like this.
Yeah.
You want the little
I want the sugar
peaks
to be on top, so it's not getting dissolved.
Okay.
That's sweeter.
Yes, this does taste sweeter
Than the Walmart and
than the Walmart and the Kellogg's.
Right.
Yes. So this does taste different. I did do a Google search to see what company makes the Publix brand. And Google told me, who knows really, Google told me that Publix has their own factories and bakeries that make their own stuff. Now, I would love if somebody works in a factory and you have the inside scoop, then you can tell us. You know, most people though that work at those factories, they don't tell anybody. They don't tell anybody
They probably sign
the
something.
dirt. Yeah, because we toured a factory that made pizzas, and they're making more than their own brand of pizzas, and we know who they're making pizzas for, and we've never told anybody. So, because they asked us not to, and so we're like, okay, we won't say anything. Because if you know that you can get it cheaper somewhere else, then
It's a different recipe though.
it is a different recipe. The sauce is a different recipe.
Yeah.
The sauce, yes, just the sauce is a different recipe.
The manufacturing process is the same.
Yes, exactly.
I think the Publix and the Aldi are very, very similar to each other. Sweetness level, the flavors, the textures, everything's very, very similar. So if I have an Aldi, why wouldn't I go to Aldi and get it instead of Publix and spending $2 more? I wouldn't. If you only have a Walmart near you, you know, buy whatever, whichever one you want. It's good enough.
Yeah.
So you're getting a good quality cereal from it, but I don't think it's any better than the Aldi.
I don't either. And honestly, it tastes very, very, very similar.
It's got the same sweetness level.
The Aldi and Publix taste very similar. So yeah, I totally agree. For us, our Aldi, the one that we visit, is not far from the Publix. I mean, really, it's not.
It's literally a 5-minute drive.
Yeah, it's no trouble to get from Aldi to Publix at all. So while we
we usually stop at Aldi's.
We go to Aldi first. And that's our habit now. We have a new habit. We go to Aldi first, and then we go to Publix since Publix is open.
Right.
But that Aldi, it's crazy. Why wouldn't you go to Aldi and pay $2 instead of $4 at Publix? If it's not out of the same factory, then somebody stole somebody's recipe.
It's very similar.
Yeah, because it tastes like it's out of the same factory, and it tastes like the Great Value and the Kellogg's are out of the same factory.
Yeah, you would think so.
Yes.
Now,
so,
if it's true that the Aldi is that Millville or the Multi-Mill, then you could go buy a big old bag of it at Walmart or wherever.
Yeah, because who knows? I don't know, ounce for ounce, whether the Multi-Mill, that huge bag, is going to be cheaper. Do they have huge bags like that at Aldi? See, we didn't pay attention. You know, we get thinking we need to buy something, and we're looking, and so I didn't look around. They might have those great big bags at Aldi. I have no idea. But I think the clear winner of all these, it's Aldi or Publix.
Yeah.
But
that's the back of Publix box, by the way.
Is what?
Nothing. It's got a recipe for overnight oats on it.
Yes, which Kevin wouldn't eat with somebody else's mouth. Yeah. Kevin does not like overnight oats. But the Aldi and Publix are both the clear winner, and honestly, for money, for value, everything, I would just go for the Aldi.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If it's one close by, then go for it. If you don't have an Aldi near you and you only have like a Walmart or something, then those other two are acceptable. They're just not as sweet.
Exactly. I was going to say that. There's nothing wrong, but none of them are bad quality. It's all about the sweetness level, and the Publix and the Aldi are the sweetest ones here. They gave you a really good, generous layer, whereas the Great Value and the Kellogg's were just a scant.
Yeah. And what's funny, they're all the same calories. So.
Yes, exactly. That is very interesting. So you know that's not correct if they're all, So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you to the person who recommended this video to me, because it's always fun for us and very interesting. And thanks for watching.